Hello everyone, we are Group 3. My name is Alvina.
Hello everyone, my name is Takuya.
Hi, my name is Felicia Novena.
This video is intended to fulfill our final exam project for Soft Skills class with Mr. Richard as our lecturer. In this video, we'll discuss what deductive arguments, inductive arguments, and informal fallacies are. Today, our topic will be on coronavirus or COVID-19 vaccines. With this virus still going on for over 2 years now, it is no stranger to the most of us, especially the numerous controversies surrounding the vaccine, like how there's still quite a large percentage of people who are not fully vaccinated due to reasons like hesitance.
Claims. Claims is a state or assert that something is the case, typically without providing evidence or proof. For the claims example, we can say like COVID-19 vaccine can prevent the spreading of the COVID-19 virus. COVID-19 vaccine can boost your immune system. COVID-19 vaccine can lower the risk of one getting the virus, and COVID-19 vaccine can reduce the hospitalization and the death risk from the COVID-19 virus.
Deductive argument. So, what is a deductive argument? Deductive arguments are arguments that make use of all the possible fact, data, and case studies to arrive at a reasonable result and conclusion. Or, in other words, it begins with a known fact that will ultimately lead to a conclusion that is true. So, let's take a look at some examples of deductive arguments. We have 6 examples in total. 3 would be the pro-vaccine arguments and 3 would be the anti-vaccine arguments. Our first one would be COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective. All vaccines need to go through rigorous clinical testing until it meets the internationally agreed benchmarks to be proven safe and effective. Since the COVID-19 vaccines meet these internationally agreed benchmarks, this proves that COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective. Second, vaccinated people are less likely to have long COVID-19 symptoms in comparison to unvaccinated people. Vaccinated people have a stronger immune system in comparison to unvaccinated people. A strong immune system lessens chances of long COVID-19 symptoms. Hence, vaccinated people are less likely to have long COVID-19 symptoms in comparison to unvaccinated people. Number 3. COVID-19 vaccines are safe for children. COVID-19 vaccines show no major side effects in children. No major effects from getting the vaccine proves that this is safe for children. Therefore, COVID-19 vaccines are safe for children.
I would like to explain about deductive arguments of the con party. The first one is, vaccine do not protect you completely from getting the virus, so people still need to use a face mask. Second is, vaccine do not completely protect you from getting the virus as it by itself would not stop transmission. Transmission can be stopped with the help of people using a face mask. Hence, as vaccines do not protect you completely from getting the virus, you still need to use a face mask. Third one is, the increase in demand for COVID-19 booster vaccines makes shots harder to get. Last but not least, the increase in COVID-19 cases leads to the increase in demand for COVID-19 booster vaccines, which in turn makes shots harder to get. The overall effectiveness of the Sinovac vaccine makes it unapproved and banned in some countries. The overall effectiveness of the Sinovac vaccine was proven to provide insufficient protection against the COVID-19 virus. This insufficient protection makes the vaccine unapproved and banned in some countries. Thus, the overall effectiveness of the Sinovac vaccine makes it unapproved and banned in some countries.
Inductive arguments. Inductive reasoning is the form of argument that, in contrast to deductive reasoning, allows for the possibility that the conclusion can be false even if all of the premises are true. This difference between deductive and inductive reasoning is reflected in the terminology used to describe deductive and inductive arguments. Inductive pro example. Due to the benefits of getting the COVID-19 vaccine, countries will make this vaccine mandatory. Having the vaccine is not mandatory because we have our own rights. This is an inductive argument, as even though there are benefits of getting vaccinated, we don't know for sure if countries will make this vaccine mandatory or no, because getting vaccinated is our own rights. Inductive con example. there are possible side effects of getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Thus, one will definitely suffer from side effects if he or she gets vaccinated. This is an inductive argument, as side effects are possible but not defined. So, one may or may not suffer from side effects.
I would like to explain about informal fallacies. Informal fallacies are a type of incorrect argument in natural language. The source of the error is not just due to the form of the argument, as is the case for formal fallacies, but can also be due to their content and context. I would give you two examples and explain why it is informal logical fallacies of ambiguity. The first one is equivocation. The government stated that COVID-19 vaccines are mandatory and it will be free of charge due to fulfill our human rights as a citizen. Therefore, it is right for me to take the vaccine shot. This is an informal fallacy of ambiguity because the word rights in human rights is different from the word right. These are two different senses of the word. Second one is composition. My friend who took the Sinovac vaccine had no side effects. Therefore, Sinovac vaccine is the best vaccine. This is also an informal fallacy of ambiguity because this is a fallacy of attributing some feature of the members of a collection to the collection itself. Our reasoning from part 2 whole.
Ya, belum.
To summarize, deductive arguments are arguments that begin with a factual premise such that the conclusion you want to reach must be true, whereas inductive arguments present a generalized conclusion with the help of certain observation and facts. And last, informal fallacies are incorrect arguments because of an error in reasoning. Given the amount of evidence that shows the benefits of COVID-19 vaccines or just getting vaccinated, such as its effectiveness and how it can lower your risk of getting or spreading the virus, our group is definitely pro-vaccine and think that it is important. So, do you now have a better understanding of what deductive arguments, inductive arguments, and informal fallacies are? Which team are you? The one for or against this COVID-19 vaccines? Hope you found our group's information useful and thank you for watching.